The backpack of memories. Once upon a time, in a quiet Scottish village called Flamglur, nestled between two tall mountains, there lived a young girl named Liana. Liana was known for her warm smile and curious spirit, always exploring the woods, asking questions, and helping anyone in need. But as she grew older, something began to change. Liana started carrying a backpack everywhere she went. Not just any backpack, but a heavy one. It wasn't filled with books or supplies, but with stones. Each stone had a name etched on it. One read, "Grandpa's Goodbye," another, "My First Prize," and another, "The Day She Left." There were joyful moments and painful memories, all wrapped in stone and placed carefully in her pack. Whenever something big happened, good or bad, Liana would carve it into a stone and add it to her collection. "These are what made me who I am," she'd say proudly. "I carry them so I never forget." But as the years passed, the backpack grew heavier. Liana stopped climbing the mountains she once loved. She no longer ran freely through the woods or visited friends in distant corners of the village. Her steps became slower, and her shoulders slouched. The memories she treasured had become a burden. One day, a traveler named Mira came through the village. She was light on her feet, with laughter in her voice, and stories from places far away. Curious, Liana asked, "Don't you carry memories, too?" "Of course I do," Mira smiled, "but not like that." She pointed to Liana's backpack. "You carry every memory as if it's your present, but memories are meant to teach us, not weigh us down." Liana frowned. "But what if I forget? What if I lose who I am?" Mira knelt and picked up a pebble from the ground. "This pebble is today. It's light because you haven't turned it into something to carry. You lived it, you learned from it, and now it can rest where it belongs in the past." She continued, "Joy and pain both have their place. Celebrate the joy, learn from the pain, but don't chain yourself to either." That night, Liana sat by the river, pulling out each stone from her backpack. She thanked the joyful ones for the happiness they brought, and the painful ones for the lessons they taught. Then, one by one, she placed them in the flowing water, letting them drift away with the current. The next morning, Liana walked to the base of the mountain she hadn't climbed in years. Her steps were lighter, her breath was freer. She felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. As she reached the top, she turned to see the village below and whispered, "I remember, but I'm not held back." From that day on, Liana didn't carry a backpack of stones anymore. She carried a journal, instead writing what she learned, what she loved, and how she grew. And with each new day, she moved forward free, unburdened, and full of life. Moral: holding on to the past, whether joy or sorrow, can become a weight that keeps us from living fully in the present. When we learn to let go, we create space for growth, peace, and new beginnings.